Okay, good day to everyone. In this video, we will see the DC shunt motor. Okay, and we will see the basics, and that with using these basics, you can solve many problems in GATE. Okay, always remember your objective is to solve problems. Okay, so in DC shunt motor, you should always remember the circuit diagram first. Circuit diagram is very important for every motor. So here I will take only DC shunt motor. See, this is a motor. This is a motor armature, and this is the shunt winding, and this is our now supply V. Okay, so this motor will have some back EMF that is denoted by EA, and this armature have some resistance RA, and your winding resistance is generally given by RSH. The current in the shunt winding is ISH, and in the armature it is IA. Okay, I will do it with some other color. It is IA, and the motor takes current, let us say I, from the supply. This is our supply of V. Okay, so now what you should remember about this motor is that is simple equations of KVL. See, in the shunt motor, the magic point, or that is the key point for the shunt motor, is that if the supply voltage is not varied, then your shunt current will also not vary. See, what will be ISH? ISH will be is equal to V divided by RSH. Okay, so if your RSH and V is constant, then your shunt field current will not vary, and if this current does not vary, then the flux in the machine will not vary. Okay, so that is it. You can say that your shunt motor acts like a constant flux motor, and that is very important part. Okay, because your flux is only depending on the supply voltage, so that is important thing. So this is our first equation. Okay, so you just remember the circuit diagram and these current directions, and with KVL you can easily follow. Now you should know how to apply KVL. See, if you are having problem in these basic things, then you can visit my diary, Network Theory Diary, on my YouTube channel, and you can also see those prerequisite diaries videos if you are having problems in these basics. Okay, so you just apply the KVL here in this loop. Okay, KVL in loop 1. Okay, so what you will get? You will get V is equal to IA RA plus E. Okay, so that is the KVL in this what you say in this loop. Okay, and always remember that the back EMF. So if you want to draw the diagram, so it will be like this. Okay, so it will be plus minus, it will be plus minus. So that is why the equation of KVL comes out in this fashion. Okay, so this is the equation for the shunt motor, and this is the KCL at this point. KCL at point B. KCL at B. What it will come out? I is equal to IA plus ISH. Okay, so these three equations are mandatory for the DC shunt motor, and generally for DC motor you should remember these things. That is, E is equal to K phi N, where phi is the flux of the motor, N is the speed, and E is the back EMF. And another formula, that is torque of the DC motor, is K phi I. Okay, and remember this K and this K is same. Okay, this K and this K is same. Okay, this you should always remember. And this I is the what? Armature current, IA. Okay, it is the armature current. Phi is the flux in the machine. Torque is the torque developed by electromagnetic torque. Torque is the electromagnetic torque. Okay, so in the case of any motor, you should remember these two equations and the general circuit diagram of each and every motor, and you will be able to solve everything, because See, like I told you, for DC shunt motor, you can treat it as a constant flux motor if this V is not varying. So here this relation just uh, modified to what? For DC shunt motor, that is E is directly proportional to N. Okay. So with using this correlation, you can easily solve many things. Okay. So that is how you should tackle questions, and this is all you should remember to solve many questions. Okay. And we will take some other day in detail also. Thank you, and please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and visit electricaldiaries.in for more updates. And you can solve questions. I hope I have a link some in the descriptions. Okay, thank you.